little bit about modeling. Ron Richart, when he came to my classroom one day, I thought he was just dropping in to say hello, Natalie. And so he came into this classroom, and he came to the back of the class, and he opened up his computer, he opened up his iPad, he opened up his phone, and I'm like, what's going on? And it was a messy day in my classroom. It was, a lot of times it's organized chaos here. This was a little like we have unfinished projects coming in. We had lots going on. And I'm like, really? And I remembered that night, the night before, I had changed my lesson because it was based on something that somebody said, and I was having like a little bit of a panic attack about our pace. And I said, I got to be true to this. I got to be true to my teaching. And so I taught, and I was honest. I shared my anxiety with the kids. And at the end of the lesson, I asked Ron, I said, well, so what's like, hi, how are you? And I said, what were you doing? And he said, I got what I needed. I got, what I was. And I said, well, what was that? And he said, I knew that, because I watched you teach before, Natalie, and he said, I knew that for these cultural forces, I knew I could get engagement. I knew that I could get the thinking routines. And he goes, one of the most difficult things for me to be writing about when this book was the whole modeling aspect. And that's what you gave me. And I'm like, really, today? Modeling? Like, let's talk about this. Because I was like, wow, modeling. And, we talked about the fact that I'm very open. And I think that allows me to fail better when I'm open, when I'm saying I'm trying something new, or can you help me, boys and girls, with this? Can you let me know? Can you use the ladder of feedback and let me know what I can be working on to make something better? And I think by doing that, that's that implicit modeling that I think is just vital in a classroom. I think it's vital. But these cultural forces all work together. You don't do one in isolation of the other. You just can't. And the whole idea of being thoughtful and provocative and having expectations and being able to use these thinking routines in very flexible ways, to knowing when to disengage rather than engage. It's wonderful to be able to look at these forces and see, what? This truly makes up, a really, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Special culture in a classroom that's hopefully memorable. Because